So in this program, I set a goal, and the goal was to achieve something that I did not myself think I was capable of doing. And from where I was 19 months ago until today, there's only one thing to say, and that's I'm me. I'm me again, and I don't know if words can actually describe that feeling. But yes, with the Lord in my life, and just the way that the mission has blessed me to be me again and not having to do things on my own. We're all in this together. It's simply amazing what this mission and God can do in our lives. I had made a decision back in November of 2023. I'm a recovering alcoholic. And that being said, when you get sick and there's nowhere else to go and bottom just keeps going down, 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 I made a decision in my life that I didn't want to live like that anymore. I don't need to live like that anymore. And I was absolutely miserable. And bottom line, I started looking for a recovery program, and I found this one. Yeah. But back in 2023, I was so sick. I didn't, God wasn't in my life. I had no spiritual feelings at all. I didn't care about nothing. So when a person feels like that, there's only one way to go, and that's to turn ourselves around, people like me, and it's a blessing that we have that opportunity to make a change in our lives.
And I guess, tell me, how has, your life changed since you began your recovery journey?
Well, the first thing, I struggled when I came into the program, of course. I said to myself, this isn't for me, and nah, I can do better than this. But when I made the fearless and moral, when I took that inventory, I just surrendered. I surrendered everything. I surrendered my life. I surrendered everything, and I just let it all go. And when I did that, the change that I felt inside of me was a feeling like I've never had. It was like no other. The joy and the prosperity and the feelings and the vibes and everything that I had running through my body at that time was just absolutely, I was glowing, and I still am. And it's just beautiful feelings all the way around. My dad passed away in 2004, and when he did, I was at home for that, and I witnessed that. And I didn't want to have that feeling ever. I didn't want to face that fact. I didn't want those feelings inside of me of what I witnessed and what I saw. 2002, I'd been struggling with alcohol, went through a divorce, lost my wife and my son. And then I ended up moving back home. And then in 2004, I was still struggling with alcohol. So back to 2002. It just keeps getting better every day, every day. My family's down here with me today. They drove 5.5 hours to come down and see me. My brother Stephen and my mom Lynn, they came down to see me, and the support that they give me. I never saw it. I never saw it, that side of the family, that support. But now that I've changed and gave my life over to a higher power, the support that they offer me. They took me out today, cut my hair. Yeah, we went to Great Clips. We got my hair, or Sports Clips, got my hair cut. I got pampered.
My last question, what tips would you give to someone, or, what advice would you give to someone who's struggling and they're too scared to go get help?
The one thing that I must say is that when we're in a place like struggling and everything's so dark, just think about who you are, not what you are. I'm an alcoholic. I am, but I'm also a child of God. And when I figured that out and made that decision that I am who I am, not what I am, my life changed, and the courage and the strength and just the prosperity and the dynamics have even changed in my life. We all make mistakes. We do. Where we go with those makes a big difference on who we are. So, yes.
Very well said. Is there anything else you'd like to mention about tonight, or anything else you'd like?
I've never accomplished anything I've set out to do. Okay, I've never completed anything that I said I was going to do. And when I came into this program, I had the mindset that I am going to change the way I live and my life. I am going to change that, and I did. And I'm graduating tonight, and I'm so excited. I'm just glowing.
You should be. You should be very
I get sentimental too when I start thinking about what else can I accomplish? Where else can I go? I'm working on my high school education right now at the Rock Valley College. Yeah, so I'm working on science and math. I already have language arts and social studies done. So we're halfway there on that. So it's just a journey of recovery.